Okay, I'm gonna break through a lot of dumb sayings I hear all the time. And generally, they're just excuses for not improving, for not developing in any way. All right, first one is patience is a virtue. Remember, we always used to hear this, especially when you're a kid? Well, patience is also a reason why people aren't successful. Patience is really laziness in disguise. You're saying, oh, I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. No, you're just utilizing delaying tactics. Now, I have a caveat to this. I always say you should be patiently impatient. And it sounds contradictory, but what I mean by that is you have to be patient in the sense that no matter what you're trying to do, if it's something meaningful, it's going to take longer than you expect it to. That's just a given. Whether it's a training goal, you're going for a PR, whether it's an income goal, whatever it is, if it's something meaningful that takes arduous effort, it's going to take longer than you would like it to. So you have to be patient to endure that, to last. But if it's something that's important to you, it's going to be a non-issue. You're just going to blast through every impediment. But often when people say patience is a virtue, that's just their excuse for sitting around and not taking action. You're just waiting for things to happen, and nothing happens when you sit around waiting for things to happen. Okay, another one is money won't make you happy. Okay, I get this one. You know, money itself won't necessarily make you happy, but I tell you what, I've gone through periods in my life where I'm broke and I'm under serious financial stress, where I'm barely paying rent each month, I'm barely staying on top of bills, I've got massive credit card debt. I wasn't happy during that period. Even though I was living in Santa Monica, 4 blocks from the beach, I was happy to be in the business that I'm doing and all that, but it was stressful. Fast forward years later where I started making a good income, and now it's no longer, financial stress hasn't been something I've dealt with for a long time, fortunately. Believe me, my mental health is way better. It's one less thing for me to worry about. So often when people say money doesn't make you happy, that's just a great way to not have any ambition. I'm not gonna pursue my dreams and the career I want and be as successful as possible, because money is a barometer of progression. It's just a way to rationalize where you're at. And anytime you rationalize where you're at, it's because you're coming from a place of comfort. You're trying to stay in a comfortable position. You don't want to make any changes. And I get that. That's part of the human condition. Okay, it's not it's not the journey, it's the destination. Now, this is what people say when they worked really hard to achieve a goal to no avail. And that's okay. You're going to try a lot of things in life and it's not going to work out. But this is a way to just backtrack and say, you know what? It wasn't really about achieving the goal. It was just about the journey. Hey, yeah, the journey is great. Focus on excellence during the journey. But believe me, if you went on that same journey and you achieved that goal, you can still appreciate the journey, but you're going to be much happier because you achieved the fucking goal. So come on now, let's not cop out. All right, final one. I don't have time. Okay, it's not so much that you don't have time, it's just not important. And that's okay, just be honest with yourself. Every year people make their New Year's resolutions. This is gonna be the year I lose weight. 3 weeks later, they're not training anymore, they're eating garbage food. And then they'll go, well, let me just wait till next year and it's only February. Look, here's the thing. If you try to pursue goals that you could care less about achieving, you're not gonna last long enough to achieve them. That's just a given. I found out years ago that I'm only good at things that I'm actually interested in. That's why I majored in religious studies in college. I wasn't a good student in college until I got into that major, and then all of a sudden I became a great student. Not because I cared about getting good grades or accolades, I just really liked the source material. I really liked what I was studying. Then I did several jobs after college. I was mediocre at best at all of them because none of them excited me in any way whatsoever. And I'm a guy prone to depression, so if I'm living in this state, it's not gonna be good for my mental health. Then I get into the fitness business, and the stuff I do every day, the research I do all the time, that's stuff I would do anyway, even if I didn't get paid for it. So I found out a long time ago that I'm only gonna be really good at what I actually give a fuck about. Wow, isn't that it's just an amazing statement. It's obvious. It's obvious because it's hard work to be good at anything. You wanna be good at playing the piano and you hate it, you're not gonna be good at it. You wanna get stronger, but you hate every workout. You just go, man, I can't stand training. Just the idea of thinking about it is nauseating. You're not gonna last. You're not gonna last long enough to achieve anything. You're not gonna be excited all the time, but you should be excited most of the time. And then forget about excitement, you should be committed to a process. You have a discipline. You know what the target is. So even if you go through different states of emotions, the target is still there. So all you have to do is fire at it and keep moving forward.